In a small Indian town, on an early morning, a grandma began her day. Her hands moved gently through routine, sweeping the front yard, folding the laundry, preparing tea. The morning sun cast a soft glow on the clay-tiled roof of her humble home. It was Grandma's birthday, a day that had always been marked with warmth, laughter, and family traditions. But this time, no one seemed to remember. The house was quiet. She sat by the window, her eyes lingering on the calendar. A quiet sigh escaped her lips, not of anger, but of a gentle longing. Her daughter-in-law was rushing to finish work calls, her son buried in his laptop. Even little Ravi, Grandma's curious grandson, was too busy playing video games to notice the date. She looked at the shelf lined with photo frames. A younger grandma, family holidays, Ravi's first steps. Her fingers brushed over a worn-out album as her smile grew wistful. She served lunch quietly, steaming dal, rice, and sabzi, just like every other day. No one noticed the little dessert she had prepared with care. It remained untouched. In her room, hidden inside an old box, was a hand-knit sweater she'd made for Ravi. She'd stayed up late finishing it. Today was the day she wanted to give it to him. Oh. Outside, the neighbor's child called out, "Happy birthday, Grandma." Her voice carried innocence and kindness. Grandma smiled. Someone remembered. Ravi overheard and paused his game. "Birthday?" he whispered. Guilt pricked his heart. He looked toward Grandma, who was back in her room, folding clothes. He tiptoed to his mother and whispered something in her ear. Her eyes widened. She had forgotten too. Together, they hatched a plan. They scrambled through drawers for ribbons. Ravi drew a little card, and his father stepped out quietly to buy Alma's favorite flowers. As Grandma stepped out for her evening tea, the living room lights dimmed. "Surprise!" exclaimed softly. A small cake sat on the table, with marigolds and smiles all around. Ravi ran to her and held out the card and sweater she made for him. "I'm sorry, Grandma. Happy birthday." She hugged him tight, tears of joy in her eyes. Ravi fed Grandma the first bite of cake. "This is your day, Grandma," he said with a grin. The room glowed, not just from lights, but from love. That night, Grandma sat by the window again. But this time, her heart was full. She looked at the stars and whispered, "What a lovely birthday after all." Sometimes we forget. We get busy, but love has its own way of reminding us, gently, beautifully, like Grandma's quiet smile. The next morning, Ravi sat beside Grandma, helping her fold clothes. "Will you knit something for me again?" he asked. "Only if you help me choose the color," she replied. She taught him to knit that morning, one loop at a time. His fingers fumbled, hers guided. It was messy, slow, and perfect. Grandma's eyes shone brighter than ever. Not because of the cake or the surprise, but because she felt seen, loved, and remembered. The moral of the story: in life's busy moments, don't forget those who made your world brighter. A small act of love can mean everything to someone who once gave you everything.
Subscribe for more and click on the bell icon.